Recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios Brisbane on 102.1 FM and broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games. With 10 years experience and over 500 episodes, Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out? Message us on Facebook at ZED Games AU. My name is Evie and I'm here with
Zara!
And the new person.
And the new person!
My name's Tobi.
No, it's new person.
It's new person. I will forever be known as
Fresh
NP.
Fresh meat. This is Tobi. Yeah. How you doing?
How about yourself? Well, I'm doing good.
You do good?
I'm doing good. I'm trying at least.
Okay.
I don't know whether or not that's being trying on somebody else, but I'm trying.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
We're just hanging out.
You know, nothing's set on fire.
No. Yet.
Yet. What? One day.
One day. Okay.
And you know, just chilling here.
We're just chilling. Yeah, it's an interesting space because, you know, nothing visually changes when you go live. So except for a light, but that doesn't really, that could be fake. Maybe this isn't really happening.
But we're also sitting here on a wonderful beach.
Just like mess with your head a little bit. Nah.
I love the inception of this. It's great. Sitting, or you listeners sitting at home, you have no idea where we are or what it looks like. It could be a beach.
Could be.
That's really creepy.
A beach sounds really nice right now, actually.
We're definitely not on a beach. We're at 4ZZZ Studios in Brisbane. Oh my goodness. Okay. This week, obviously, for those of you who haven't figured it out already, we're going to be chatting to Tobi, a new member of Zed Games, and seeing how he enjoys his time tonight, and hopefully we don't set anything on fire or end up on a beach. Who knows?
I think ending up on a beach would be the opposite.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll drive out to Moreton Bay at the same time as broadcasting this show. We'll get there by the end of this episode. Easy.
Yeah, if a seagull just takes the microphone away, I guess good luck, listeners.
There we go. Get that soundboard going, I tell you. We're going to be listening to the week in gaming news tonight.
I'd love to hear some gaming news.
Yes, we're going to be doing that. We'll be chatting to Tobi later as well, and getting to know him a little bit better and talking about gaming stuff, maybe what kind of games Tobi likes to play, and what you can expect from him on the show going forward in time from here. Also, at the end of the episode, our last final segment, Tobi will be giving his first review on Shapes.io. So hang in Shapes.io. Yeah. So hang in there for that one. Yeah, but without further ado, I think we should get straight into the week in gaming news.
This week in gaming news, next-gen titbits. Next week, we'll see the release of both Sony and Microsoft's next-generation consoles. The Xbox Series X and S will be released on Tuesday the 10th of November, followed by the PS5 2 days later. If you were not able to secure a pre-order, you may have to wait a bit, with Xbox stock not expected to become available until late this year, and PlayStation 5 unlikely to be available until 2021. If you are lucky enough to get a PS5 and wish to use a PSVR, you will need to order an adapter from Sony to do so. The device is free of charge. Check the Zed Games Facebook page for details. Along with the launch lineup, Sony also announced the first free PS5 game that would be included with a PS Plus subscription. Bug Snacks will be available for subscribers to claim for 2 months instead of the usual 1. While Microsoft still fights to get its xCloud service onto the Apple devices, they have announced that Apple TV will be available on their new consoles at launch, along with other popular streaming services. One exclusive game in Microsoft's launch window, horror game The Medium, has been refused classification by the Australian Classification Board. The game by Bloober Team allows the player to keep a foot in 2 parallel worlds simultaneously and features music by legendary Silent Hill composer Akira Yamaoka. It is being resubmitted in hopes of overturning the current rating. Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Nintendo released a Direct last week focusing on third-party games. We got more details on No More Heroes 3, which is expected next year, but also saw a surprise release of the first 2 games ported to the Switch. Both games have been enhanced to run at higher resolutions at 60 frames per second. two games that you may not have expected to see release on the Switch, Hitman 3 and Control, were both announced in a streaming version. The games will stream from the cloud, similarly to how Resident Evil's Switch version released in Japan. While Australia is not currently included in the rollout, it is a sign of things to come. Other games shown included Hyrule Warriors: The Age of Calamity, which now has a demo available, Bravely Default 2, Immortals Phoenix Rising, and HAL Laboratories' Part-Time UFO. Cyberpunk delay is contagious. Last week's delay of Cyberpunk 2077 had some far-reaching effects. Employees, now being forced to crunch for an even longer period, have been on the receiving end of death threats. The company's stock price has dropped 25% over the last 2 months as investors become uneasy about the title's release, and now 2 games have delayed their release in order to avoid competing with the Juggernaut's new release date. Everspace 2 and the new expansion for Path of Exile have pushed their release dates from December to January, citing Cyberpunk directly as the reason. That's all this week in gaming news.
Thank you so much, Paul. If you liked anything that you heard on the news there, or if you would like to check out anything that's going to be put up on the Zed Games Facebook page, head over there at Zed Games AU to check it all out. Cyberpunk delays is contagious. Everything's delayed now.
Everything.
It makes sense.
My sanity's also delayed.
It makes sense from
Can we delay Christmas?
a marketing point of view, but it's also kind of wild about how just because one game has been delayed, all these other games will be delayed as well.
Well, it's kind of, I guess, sad because, but also, I guess, kind of good. Like, if you're a dev working at on Path of Exile, the new expansion at the moment, and then you see Cyberpunk push to the time when you're going to release, and then your management go, hey, yo, so we're bumping this 2 months. Can you imagine everyone being like, oh, thank God.
Just everyone's just like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I can sleep. Just to reiterate, one of my opinions that I feel very strongly about, crunch is bad.
People say crunch is back.
No, like, crunch should not be back.
But I want my games now.
Get out.
I'll just lower the mic. It's fine. I'll fade him
I'm out.
Just mute him.
His first episode went really well.
Like that Tobi guy. Had no idea.
What Tobi guy? Which
Let me
one?
back in.
Outside the window.
Yes, crunch bad, and the consumer need. Oh my gosh, people are really determined to get their hands on games like instantly and get very upset when they're delayed. Look, it's delayed. It's been delayed a while overall, but also there are plenty of other games to play right now in the meantime. People, why don't you pick something else up?
Pick up an old favorite, Just re-experience a game that you haven't played for a while.
Play Genshin Impact. I reviewed that the other week. It's a great game. It's free. Play it. Costs you nothing.
If you want something a little bit spicier, Amnesia.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be terrified? Play that. Also, if you want PlayStation 5, you should... That's not delayed. I mean, pre-ordering is delayed.
Well, I mean, pre-orders are just run out.
You've got to pre-order a pre-order. Currently,
It's getting a bit too much
situation.
now. Like, but part of me is just like, oh, I'm so disappointed. And I'm like, a couple of the crew are getting the PS5, and I'm like, I'm happy that they're getting it, but I'm also envious.
Rani and Paul pretty much jumped on it like immediately.
Yeah.
And then I sat on it all day contemplating it. And then because I did that, I missed out. So,
I was
and
like,
I feel like so many people out there right now, I'm feeling their energy is like, me too. I feel like so many people out there are doing that.
I was like
I'm
a
with you.
fool, and I was like, I'll wait until my break at work, and then I'll pre-order. And then when am I break at work? And
It's like it's the pre-orders like trying to book in for your uni classes.
oh god,
Doesn't it
as
just that
stressful.
one moment can make or break your next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, for anyone who didn't manage to get in the pre-orders, be patient. We're all in this together.
yeah. Actually, if you didn't,
Ooh.
just a little thing that I learnt recently in case you didn't know, and for any of the parents out there who may be thinking of buying a PlayStation 5 for their kids, which you should do because that's what my mum would have totally done for me
Yeah.
when I was a kid, is that I'm actually going to get the new Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is coming out in like a week. You can pre-order it and get a pretty cool skin for it. But if you pre-order on the Play Store or if you order it from PlayStation, the actual store online, because it's digital content, it will actually, once you get the PlayStation 5, you can automatically transfer it over to your PlayStation 5 once you get it.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
if you'd like to play it now because you don't have the PS5, you're gutted, but you want to play Spider-Man, or actually same for Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's going to be the same deal. You can download it, play it, purchase it, play it on the PlayStation 4, and then when you're ready and you've got the PlayStation 5 ready, you can transfer it seamlessly over because it's all linked under the same PlayStation account. So hopefully that works out. Paul has just messaged us too saying that it's the same for the physical version. So even if you purchase the actual PlayStation 4 disc in a physical capacity, you can still play it on PlayStation 5. So yeah, just thought I'd let people know that, and so they're not holding out on games because they think they have to have that console now.
The future is now.
The future is now.
If only I had a PS4.
We'll catch you up. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Evie, and I'm hanging out in studio with Zara and newbie Tobi. toNEWbi? I don't know what I was going to say then.
No.
Can't get a full letter name right.
toNEWbi.
toNEWbi. toNEWbi.
Oh, God.
toNEWbi.
toNEWbi. We've done it.
Tsunami.
Until we get someone else on this show, you'll be toNEWbi for now.
Oh, God, no. I'll just have to dress up in my cartoon characters from now on.
That's fine.
Yeah, bring my big shoes.
Big shoes.
Why did I think clown shoes?
Yeah, because every single cartoon character always has wearing clown shoes.
I was
true.
thinking Kingdom Hearts characters. Like
Well,
how they
clown
have-
shoes.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am not a Kingdom
Mickey Mouse,
Hearts.
big clown shoes. What are you talking about?
I've never played any of the games. I don't know if this is an insult or a very funny joke.
No, I mean, yeah. Played Kingdom Hearts. Yep, they're all wearing big shoes.
Clown shoes. There we go.
We all
That's
know
the
what that
first thing that we've learnt about toNEWbi, also known as Tobi.
I
is
wear big
that
clown shoes.
He likes clown shoes. Also, since we're getting to know you a little bit better,
Uh-oh.
what are your top 3 favourite games ever?
Top 3 favourite games ever. Go. No, I don't know. No, the big games that I played the most of would definitely be World of Warcraft MMO kind of games.
Paul just winced. I can feel him.
I can do. The shiver going down my spine just being in the same studio he's been in. There's also, what else?
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Somebody in the studio introduced me to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd have to say Factorio is one of the games that I played the most of.
What's Factorio?
Factorio is a wonderful base building game.
Okay.
Basically, you...
Basically.
God. Yay. No, it's... You... God, I don't want to say basically, but yet that's the word that I want to use. Basically, it's farming minerals, building buildings, and getting off a planet that you landed on.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
think RimWorld,
That makes-
but more... God.
Less you're dead and that's it.
Yeah, though
And-
it still has things coming at you.
But more focused on like the resources sort of side
More
of things.
more
and-
resources
okay.
and balancing and spreadsheets and all those kinds of things.
Ah,
Yeah.
Something
you're
to...
that kind of gamer.
That's maybe.
If it has
Maybe,
like
maybe.
numbers and
I
stuff.
did pull out a spreadsheet when playing Borderlands 3 because there were so many weapons. I just didn't know how to judge how strong something was.
I can relate to that. I didn't pull out a spreadsheet, but someone has conveniently designed a spreadsheet that I found on, I think, a fandom page for all the different weapons and stuff from Borderlands 3, and that helped me out immensely.
Yep.
Not that I created one, but you're more dedicated than I am. Paul just messaged saying, my evil doppelganger.
Well, you still have life. If you aren't an MMO player, you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, look, we're all about diversifying the tastes of the game players that are on Zed Games, and I don't think we have any game players here on the show that are really hardcore into big MMO games like WoW and stuff. So,
Yeah.
we've got your perspective now, and that's what we want. We want to diversify the perspectives.
You have
Yeah.
filled a niche.
My wife isn't going to be happy.
You have filled the quota. No, I'm kidding. The quota of who likes MMOs. I mean, I have enjoyed my time with MMOs. I think my big thing is that they don't have longevity for me. So like I've been able to really enjoy them for short bursts of time and really sort of just dive into them, but I don't seem to like really stick it out for like I played WoW up until I think I did like I can't even remember what I played, but oh gosh, it was so many years ago. But I played to like level 34, 35, and then I was kind of like checked out for probably 6 or 7 months. Stopped paying my subscription, and then I went back, and then I'd sort of forgotten how to play because
That was very accurate. I'm a bit of an alcoholic. I love making new characters because from 0 to 20, you keep getting those wonderful dings and always get that wonderful endorphin rush.
You're hooked.
And you're hooked.
You're hooked
and
on
then,
the mechanics.
And then it starts slowing down, and you go, well, maybe if I make a different character, I'll learn that. By the time you've finished leveling up that one, and you go back to the old one, you don't know how to play it anymore.
Yeah, it's like that with there's so many games now though, and there's so many games that I play. So like I've been playing Genshin Impact, and I've been playing a lot of that, and I've been logging in almost every day to claim my daily rewards. See, look, I'm getting hooked on a mechanic. I'm hooked on it, the dopamine rush.
Yeah.
But then I'll forget about Overwatch, and I go, oh, so, okay, I've got to play that now because then there's new skin coming out. I need to play that. So then I rotate around between these huge games, and then I realize that I'm kind of doing chores, but for games.
Yep.
They're just like my chore time.
The reason why I stopped playing WoW was because I found out that I was spending way too much time
doing virtual chores.
Playing raids. It became a job, and I just went, you know what? If I have to write an apology letter to somebody in a game, that's probably taking it a bit too far.
Oh, what did you do, Toby?
Now I want to know.
I just made what I thought was a humorous remark.
Oh no.
And
Humor's
about somebody
not
who
allowed.
turned up late and or who obviously didn't read chat well enough, and I had to write a
wow, it really did become a job.
I had to write a wonderful. I think my apology letter was like a page long.
Were you just like existing in real life?
Yeah, although my wife probably had this wonderful fake glazed look every time she saw me at midnight, going, "Why?
Hello.
Why? Why are you still here?"
It just knocks your forehead like hello.
It's just sort of like standing behind you, just like husband.
Mm-hmm.
Husband.
You're getting too much.
Gold Wars.
Other questions that
Yes?
I have for you,
There's more.
not pertaining to MMOs, but we can
Yep.
get back to that.
Yep.
For anyone who doesn't know what MMO, by the way, that's massive multiplayer online games, which is pretty much
I love the role play.
there's another way of saying
Mo.
it. I don't know. It's not. What platforms do you like to play on, Toby?
Well, I'm basically a PC gamer. I can't aim for
No, neither.
anything on a controller. I would love to say I learnt how to when playing Destiny 1. And then it's the
Right.
same thing as I didn't pick up a controller for a while. Gone.
Was
Yep.
that on Xbox? You played that?
I have no idea. Probably.
Yeah, it would have been because
Yeah.
he
It
played
came out
on
on Xbox.
RE's.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was Xbox. I forgot all
One.
the Xbox,
Xbox.
names.
Turn on. Oh, sorry, everybody.
Ding. Cortana's listening now. What would you like to do? What genre of games do you normally like to play aside from MMOs? Like,
basically, the big thing for me is adventure RPG, FPS. God, I'm saying a lot of 3-letter acronyms. I like to shoot things. I like to organize the things that I wear and make myself powerful. And I like the things that go ding and make me feel good.
so you like sort of strategy games?
I do like strategy.
okay.
I do like puzzle. I will be honest. I played Anthem and loved it.
Everyone's just like,
Everybody just
"Change
turned
station."
off. Hey, I just got kicked out again. Bye.
Mute him.
No.
No, Anthem
But-
players are valid.
And we're going to a song now. No, I'm kidding.
And I'm really looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, no, I'm cool for that.
Now, whether or not that's just the hype that's feeding me and I really want to be involved, I don't know. But I played through Anthem and enjoyed the gameplay. And the
Yeah.
storyline was okay, but it's the pretties. They were so pretty.
There's plenty of people out there who like games that other people just like have some passionate dislike for, like Halo, the Halo series. Some people really despise Halo, but I love Halo. It's very nostalgic for me. It was one of like the first games that I ever played when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I have a bond with Master Chief. So I like to mention it, but some people hate it.
For me, I want to make my own character. Now, that's the thing is like in World of
Yeah.
Warcraft, my original World of Warcraft character was, I actually started writing backstory for it, like a true D&D aficionado. And I really worked hard at doing that back work for all those other games. Like Anthem, I was part of an RP group while I was playing Anthem. So maybe that's more what I like. And
Yeah.
You brought a whole new level of richness and depth to the game you're playing.
It's a bit like,
whole
have
new
you
world.
taken a look at Baldur's Gate 3? Because that's got a lot of character customization. It's basically like
Absolutely.
D&D, but
But for an altaholic,
yeah.
there's that wonderful thing where you make a character and then you've got to make another one.
yeah, it never ends.
Yeah, I really love that period of time when every time we would log into Destiny 2,
Mhm.
you would be a different character.
Oh,
and I'd
God,
just be
yes.
like, Toby, you're a hunter now.
Yep. Hunter main.
Yep.
3 days
Toby,
later.
you have a mohawk. What the?
Toby, you're blue.
Double D, double die.
All right, so what can we expect from you on Zed Games? What kind of reviews are we looking at? Similar to the genres that you play?
I'd probably go along those kinds of lines. I'm looking forward to trying out new things. I want to complete games. I'm not very good at it. I'm trying really hard.
I mean, you want to complete big games. That takes a long time.
Yeah. I want to complete a 40-hour game, basically, and I feel as though this is really going to help force me to do that a bit more.
See, that's what I thought.
Well, there we go.
But being here has made me play a lot more different types of games. Like things that I'm like mildly interested in.
Crab Rave.
It's Crab Fight.
Crab Fight.
Actually,
I
it's
was
Fight
literally
Crab.
about to say crab fight.
It's Fight Crab.
Crab
actually.
Fight.
Crab.
Fight Crab.
Fight Crab.
I fell in love with that after your review.
Oh, it's so... Thank you.
I really liked your Twitter post. There's this flying crab in this picture. And,
Yeah.
and you're like, so preparing for a review for the show. It's just a flying crab. What's going on?
As soon as that crab launched, I knew.
This was your dream job.
But yeah, there was just like a lot of games that I would look at, be interested in, but I just wouldn't really be super motivated to actually play it. And being here is just like, oh, you know what?
I have
He's
to
just
now.
thrown a key at me. Might
Yeah.
as well.
And that's like me in the game in the future that I'm doing a review on that I would never have bought unless this had happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played even in my time being here, I've played things because I went, that looks interesting. I don't know if I want to play it, and then I go, but it could be an interesting review.
Yeah.
What could I get out of that? You know, and I look at the experience like totally differently when I have to reflect and review on what I like and don't like about an experience. It's pretty cool, really.
Yeah.
So I hope you find that joy as you move forward through the show now, that you're one of us.
One of us.
One of us.
You're a Zed head now.
Oh, God.
Yours-
What does that mean? Do I have to tattoo anything on me?
It doesn't look
Yeah,
like I
I'll
have-
talk to
Yeah.
the station manager about getting tattoos.
There's
That's
actually
what
a tattoo artist who lives in the attic.
Mm.
I've decided there is now an attic.
there could be. This building's pretty old.
I've never been
Basement?
upstairs, so like, there's a whole room connected to this room that I didn't know about
Until now.
until now.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I thought it was a closet, I guess.
Mm.
You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Evie, and I'm hanging out in studio with Zara and our newbie, toNEWbi, Tobi.
toNEWbi.
I don't know where
To-
I was going with that.
I really want to play Hades. It's one of those games
Yes,
that I've looked
I
at
have
and
it.
I'm
I'm waiting.
You have it?
I own it. I'm just sitting there. I haven't played a single minute yet.
Why?
Because I have the disease that Paul and I talk about, which is we buy games and they sit there staring at us for years.
Yeah.
I
We don't
can't.
play them. I don't know why I do that.
I can't not buy a game and immediately like play it for 2 hours.
Yeah, well, you know,
It's so many games just sitting there.
we all have problems.
Mm.
We all
Aw.
have our issues.
But
I'll play it for you.
games apparently worth playing,
Hmm?
such as Shapes.
Shapes.io.
Shapes is. I believe you, Toby, have your very first review for this game.
Tell
Always.
us about it.
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
Take it
Okay.
away.
Story time.
Story time.
Do you remember the carefree days of your youth? Those picturesque mornings spent lounging in your loose napier while trying to push that little yellow triangle shape into that little yellow triangle hole. The endorphin rush as it slipped through and you clapped your chubby little hands and smiled at how smart you were. Well, Shapes.io feeds you the same shapes from your youth with the same chase for endorphins. This is a game, nay, an addiction, that caught my attention when described as Factorio Light, a base builder, puzzle and strategy game, where its light, simple interface and relaxing music conceals the insanity of the game within. The first few hours of Shapes.io has you extracting shapes from nodes of circles and squares and belting them to the hub. The shapes' ponderous progression ends as they are swallowed and stashed away to be consumed for new levels and upgrades. This progress awards you with a Pavlovian bell, a splash screen, and a gift of a new building at your disposal to first cut the shapes in half, then to turn them and stack them with more on the horizon. Then we must learn about colouring them and the colours you will create. From the bright base colours of red, blue and green, you will create mystic magenta, cynical cyan, ludicrous yellow and glorious complex white. Now, as the hours pass by in a blur, it is a battle for space as you try to desperately feed shapes into your 16 mouths of the hub, speeding your progress. The denial builds as you realise that soon you'll be tearing it all down in order to start over once more. Then, on the horizon, rises our saviour shape. A dearest blue teardrop marked with a pure white circle. Her appearance marks the first evolution, blueprints. Suddenly, complex shapes become a breeze as you can copy and paste structures, your factory size exploding as efficiency and balance become your bedfellows. The only thing hindering this expansion is the speed at which you can create and store these precious blue tears of divinity, the size of the structures dictating how many of them you would need to move or copy it. 20 hours later, I'd gone through spreadsheets of data, many hours of waiting for shapes to be made in stores, 2 soft restarts, 1 day of depression, and a race to reach level 20. In all seriousness, the ingenuity of this game is glorious. With the infinitely generating map, the only limitation is your own imagination, and possibly the speed of your computer processor. I did find it occasionally frustrating that the game could not keep up with my impressively expanding and massive factories. My aging i7 started and lagged even in the lowest settings due to the lack of multi-threading support. For as the game slows, so does your progression. So there you must navigate the knife edge between factory size and efficiency. So you focus on upgrading your factories, processing shapes faster and more efficiently. The difficulty scaling of the different shapes is generally well balanced with player progression. After level 20, you unlock the sub-levels of wires, logic, gates, and others, culminating in a free play mode at level 26. I sadly did not get that far, bowing out the 26-hour mark as I unlocked the new prospect of wires and switches. One day I may gaze into the abyss of never-ending upgrades and unending random shape-generated level system beyond that. Through all these highs and lows, you are serenaded to the hypnotic music of Pepsin. This music has a beat that motivates you, a melody to hum to, and is chill enough to fade into the background and let you focus. Combined with the satisfying clicks and clunks to punctuate the placement of buildings and belts, the game's soundtrack is a perfect accompaniment to the hours of gameplay you will inevitably invest in it. After my long days of playing Shapes.io and being washed in the relaxing sonic waves of Pepsin's rectangle, I am left exhausted and spent. A washed-out husk of the man I once was. But, like the addict that I am, I want more of its blessed bright and colourful shapes. I want to compartmentalise, enhance, balance and simplify. I want to learn the secrets of wires, buttons and logic gates. I also kind of want my life back. But who knows what the future holds. There's a patch coming on November 26th.
So I guess I'll just not be able to see you on the 26th.
I spent 5 days not looking up from this thing.
He's got square eyes.
It hurt.
Okay.
Speaking of it,
I couldn't resist.
Wow. That was a beautiful review.
That was
Toby.
fantastic. It's like spoken word poetry.
I
We're all
felt
going to
like
step
for-
up our game
I
now.
felt like a moment I was like I was part of a crew on like a ship and you were the captain and you were telling me about this far off land that we're about to go to. We're in the middle of a storm. We're losing hope. And you're like, I have to tell you about this land that we're trying to reach.
Where we will generate shapes.
the Odyssey. No, but seriously, it's a great game. It's on Steam for a pittance, and it's a couple of bucks. And it's a browser game as well. Supposedly
cool.
Chrome runs it better, so saith the website. But
Okay. All right. Well, that's where you can go to play it.
yeah,
Cool beans.
Shapes.
.io.
With a Z. Shapes with a Z.
Shapes with a Z.io. It's fun. Try it.
I mean, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, this is pretty. And then as I was watching the trailer, it just like got bigger, more engineering. And I was like, Damn, there's like a very specific kind of mind that would love this. So
Yeah.
Welcome.
I guess we have an insight
To my
into
brain.
Toby now.
No, it was one of those games where I sat down and I kind of went, "Oh yeah, this will be fun." 3 hours later,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
what happened? Where's the sun? Huh?
what? Huh?
Yeah.
And Factorio does the same thing to me. So if you played that and you enjoyed it, I'd definitely try Shapes.io. It's same kind of thing, but without the limitations of electricals and the need for resources to build stuff, except
Okay.
for the God particle.
But it's a relatively simple game. It's not
God,
like
yeah.
very complex
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything. So
Easy to pick up.
yeah. Cool. Well, if you're looking for something cheap and easy to play that will give you square eyes, you should check that out.
And take away your soul for a few days at least.
Or months and
Nah.
or months. But yeah, head over to the Zed Games Facebook page at ZED Games AU and you check it out. We'll be posting a review there that Toby was just giving us on Shapes. Looks fantastic. And Toby, Zara, and myself, we're gonna head off pretty soon.
Are we?
In the next like 30
No.
seconds ish.
I thought
Yeah.
I was gonna just like stay here overnight.
Well,
That's what the basement's for.
I mean,
there's a basement now.
it's a basement and an attic.
And the beach.
And a
And a
beach.
Wow.
Yeah, now we've made it to
Mind
Moreton Bay,
palace.
everyone. We officially did it.
That was quick.
If I- I don't know.
The seagull. Oh
I
no.
was trying to
Took
think
my
of-
chip. Anyway, it's been a great episode. We got to meet Toby tonight, and he is a lot of fun, and it's
Oh.
fantastic. And I'm glad that you're here, and I'm looking
Yay.
forward to seeing you, more of what you do and hearing more of what you play. So it'd be great. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yeah, yeah, claps.
Hey,
And
thank
Zara
you,
was
thank
good
you.
too.
Yeah, you know, I was just
Yo,
Yeah.
what's up? Just like, I'm here.
what's up, everybody? This is our welcome to the end of Zed Games
Yeah,
for tonight.
that's it. On that note, good night, everyone, and bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games. If you'd like to listen to more, check out our podcast on Spotify or follow us on social media at ZED Games AU. See you next time.